Stop playing with your phone.
He's being mean to me. Yeah, that's right. Skrillex, Rare Noise, Former Beggars, LA, London, Dubai. About to get rowdy right now. Yeah, and my old sound fatter. I make an next guy look like an actor. So I'm man and them a one like they matter. But when I touch mic, I see them man scatter. And they wanna talk big, but when it comes to bringing the birds, they can't splatter. So I tell them, relax yourself, go home to your mum and stop being a catter. Many guys wanna par, many guys are gonna take this thing far. Many guys are gonna.
So here's a picture of Admiral Nelson. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Here's this one. Oh, wrong one again. Alright, here it is.
Admiral Nelson was born September 29th, 1758 in Burnham Thorpe, Norfolk, England. Just want to point out that that city is ridiculously named.
Amen.
He died October 21st, 1805 in the Battle of Trafalgar. He was shot by a guy. Really wasn't fair, but he died. During his military career, he lost his arm and his right eye, but that didn't hold him back. He kept fighting with his men. He was never the kind of admiral that just sat back and watched. He was in the middle of the fight, making him a very romantic figure, always pushing his men to do better. As we learned, Admiral Nelson had an affair with a woman in Italy. Her name was Emma Hamilton. She was actually married to a prominent figure in England at the time, and the affair was kind of known about, and everyone would just let it happen. It wasn't a big deal. But then, at the time, Admiral Nelson was already married to Fanny Nelson, and they really weren't having fun, and neither were Lady Hamilton and her husband. But instead of Lady Hamilton getting a divorce from Lord Hamilton, she decided to wait because she valued his image too much. So they waited for him to die, and once he died, Admiral Nelson had already gotten a divorce from his wife, and Emma and Admiral Nelson quickly got married and had children. And throughout their relationship in England, many people watched to see what they would do. They followed like their every move, seeing new styles from Emma and following everything that Admiral Nelson did while at home and during battles. During his career, his main flagship was the HMS Victory, which is, I wouldn't say cocky, but very romantic. He kind of knew he was going to win no matter what whenever he went into a battle. During his military career, he used very risky tactics, including where he would just run straight into the enemy, hoping to take them by surprise, and they worked very, very well for him.
For our first example of how Admiral Nelson was a romantic figure, we have this painting of Admiral Nelson being taken up into heaven by angels. In the picture, you see the Roman gods, and that adds to the really mystical side about it, but it's also showing the people that he's leaving behind, his men, his soldiers, and how devastated they are because they're losing such a heroic leader, which just, all this is coming together to show just how amazingly loyal and how he was such an individual because of his willingness to put himself into danger. Following the Battle of Trafalgar, Admiral Nelson even had a statue of himself resurrected in England, about where it showed him in his as a true romantic figure because he was missing both his right arm, and it was just showing him how he really was an individual and he was willing to sacrifice his body for what he believed in. Now in modern times, we have to look to see who is like Admiral Nelson so we get a clear picture of what he's like. Well, the best person that comes to mind, Russell Crowe.
Non-flesh.